Hello, today you will learn how to search for a book from the Teacher Resource Center using the UNCG Library Catalog. My name is Laquanda Oyeme. I am a library assistant at the Teaching Resource Center. Student learning objectives. The goal here today is to make sure you understand how to locate material from the TRC using the UNCG Library Catalog. You will be able to identify each of the 10 major classes of the Dewey Decimal System, locate UNCG Library Catalog, identify a call number in the book's availability, navigate the UNCG Library Catalog for the TRC material. All right, so what would I be covering today? First, we'll be covering the Teaching Resource Center. What is it and where is it located? Next, what is the Dewey Decimal System and what is the call number? Lastly, how can you find and use the UNCG Library Catalog? All right, now, have you ever walked into the library and was confused where to start? You see stacks of books, you just have the author's name, and you do not know where to begin? It can become overwhelming, confusing, and makes you just want to turn around and walk back out those library doors. Don't fret. I am here to help you. With these skills, you will not be overwhelmed. You will be able to go into that library and find the book, find even more books and more resources to get you on your way. All right? The Teaching Resource Center. All right, so I enclosed a picture of the Teacher Resource Center. We are located on the school building of education. We're on the 3rd floor. Not too many people know about us all over the campus, and this is why this is extremely important because I work at the front desk. So when people come in, they're just so amazed, like, this exists? What is this? So I encourage you to take the opportunity to come and visit us. You will not be disappointed. All right. So the Teaching Resource Center. What exactly is it? And what do they do? What do they provide? All right, so we provide instructional material equipment, services that support the students. We have faculty that come and use us. We have other staff that comes who are located in the School of Education building who come and visit us. Students all over the campus who know about us come and visit us. And teachers who are already graduated from the program or teachers who know about us, they're also able to apply for a Friends of the Library membership where they're able to utilize all our library material and resources. All right, so what exactly is the TRC? All right, we serve as a model school library media center. So we look exactly like the different media centers. I like to call them libraries, but the schools are calling them media centers. We look exactly like them. We have their material. There's the setup is a little different, but we are designed to mimic the library that's located in elementary all the way to high school. We offer a large collection of picture books, which the student teachers utilize when they go into their classrooms and teach their students. We have young adult fiction from all the way from elementary to high school. We have nonfiction. We have audiobooks, board books that's geared to the pre-K. Big books that's also geared to kindergartners. We have different kits that the teachers can utilize. We have math manipulatives and DVDs. We also have curriculums, assessments. We have a lot of different things that can help the student teachers be better prepared when they enter into that classroom. Below, I have a link. Feel free to click on it. This is going to take you exactly to our homepage. Get familiar with our times. We're open. We also have different features on our website so to get you better acquainted with the Teaching Resource Center. All right, the Dewey Decimal System. The Dewey Decimal System is a classification system. It's most widely used method for classifying books. So what exactly does this mean? This system allows us to classify books in different categories. So if you have a book about art, it belongs in a specific category. If we have a book about science, that will be in a specific category. Those books will not be located together. So this brilliant man, Dewey, he discovered a way how to arrange and classify all of these books. All right. He was an American librarian who developed this classification in 1876. Now, here we go. We have the Dewey Decimal System. I thought this was a pretty good slide to kind of get you familiar with the categories. Don't worry, I'll be passing out a handout at the end of the class. Also have handouts that you can access online. And what the handouts have is basically it has all of the classifications sections and where the different categories. Okay, so for this purpose, I'm just gonna explain these, but don't worry, you'll have access to this later. All right, so the 00 is general knowledge, 100 is philosophy and psychology, the 200 is religion. That's where you're going to find your books about Buddhism, anything that has to do with religion. 300 is social science, 400 language. You have your ASL, you have your Spanish. In our library, we have these books, but they're geared to the children level. But if you were to go into the public library, they will have books, depending on the section, that will be geared to these different categories. 500, we have science. 600, technology. 700, art, creation. 800, literature. We have our poems there. 900, history, geography. We have like basically different things about the geography, like so you can find a book about Egypt in this section. So it's very neat. It's a great way to get familiar about where the books are located. All right, for the Teacher Resource Center, we have designed a special unique way that we classify our books. We do use the Dewey Decimal classification, but we also have different ways to classify other books. So for biography, we have a biography section. Those books are going to start with the letter B instead of the numbers. Fiction, we also, in our library, the fiction books is going to start with FIC instead of a Dewey Decimal classification number. Easy readers, we classify that with an E, so that's how you will find your easy readers. What are easy readers? Easy readers are in our library. It relates to children's books, so it's more geared to elementary students. Probably I would say from kindergarten to about like 4th grade. Basically, we have a whole bunch of different books with the authors. So we classify them with easy readers that allows the student teachers to know that these books are going to be easy for your students to read. All right, what is a call number? Each book in the library has a unique call number. A call number is like an address. It tells us where the book is located. All right, so let's kind of zoom in. Now you see these different numbers and the letters. So the numbers is what I was talking about in the previous slide. Those are the Dewey Decimal classifications. So this is just allowing us to know where the book is located. All right, so for instance, the Big Book of Library Jokes, 818, we know that that's in our literature section. All right. Also want you to zoom into the letters below the Dewey Decimal classification. Now these letters are simply the 3 first letters of the author's name. So CRO, that means if you look at the top that the author name is Crook. So we're just simply taking the 3 letters CRO. I'm going to zoom in my little mouse so you can see where I'm talking about. Right here. So if you see right here, Crook, we're only taking CRO. We have that down here. And 818, this just means that this is in the literature section. And this right here is the call number. The call number is located on the spine of your book. The spine is always going to be located on the spine of the book. And it's just simply letting you know where this book is located. All right. Here's a closer look. Now, the call number, like I said, it's the address. It's where you locate the book. So our call number example is 398.024. All right, so when we see the 3 allows us to know, let's go to the 300 part of the section of the book. We're in the 300s, all right? Now the 9 is like, hey, let's find where the 90s at. So now we know that we're not just looking at 300, looking at 390s. And now basically we're just going to keep going until we find that number. So we're looking for 398. So we're going to look through the stacks till we find 398. 0.024. All right. Once you find all of the books labeled with 398, we're going to look for the 3 letters of the author. In this particular book, the author starts with FRE. So this is what we're going to look for. All right. Sometimes it could be several books with FRE, and that's where knowing the title of the book comes in handy. You know what I mean? But if you do not have the title of the book and you just know the image, then you can look through all of them and you can find it. All right. So now we're going to focus on how do we get to the UNCG Library Catalog. All right. So if you look to your left, I have the web address, but sometimes we forget what the web address is, you know. So you can always go to Google, type in the search bar, UNCG Library, and it will pull up as the link. You click and you will both access the homepage. So you can access the homepage from the web address and also by Googling it. All right, so let's examine the home page. Here we go, we have the taskbar. This is where you enter your information. So if I'm looking for a particular book or author to have a title, I will type it in this box, the taskbar box. Now, after that, I'll make sure that I will click the search box. All right, so because we're only focusing on searching within the catalog, we will just click the catalog. All right, so this kind of let the system know that we just want to look through the catalog. All right, so as you can see, I have already typed in an author. Well, not author, I'm sorry. I typed in a book that I was looking for, Frida Kahlo. All right, so you will type that in, you'll click on your catalog, and this will generally move, and you will see that it's kind of like hovering over the catalog. And then you just hit search. All right, once you hit search, you have to let the catalog know that you want to search within a specific area. All right, so if you see this right here, you want to click on that and you pull down that tab. When you pull down that tab, you need to search for the Teaching Resource Center. I want you to focus real quick of all of these different areas your book can be, but we're just focusing on the Teaching Resource Center stack. All right, the Teacher Resource Center stack. You click on this stack, you click on this section, and it's just going to populate books that is in our collection. All right, so the book that I'm looking for is Viva Vida. It's Viva Vida. It's a beautiful children's book. All right, so this right here lets you know the book description. All right, how to check for availability in the call number. So here you have the book title. If you click on this, you'll see where the book is available. You'll see this at the Jackson Library. You also can see that it's in our library. And you also get to see how many books are available. All right, and this right here is the call number, what we were talking about, the B for biography, and the 3 last letters of the author's name. All right, let's try it. I encourage you to go and do this on your own. Take a deep breath. You can do this. Look at the handout for guided instructions. You got this. All right, also enclosed a scavenger hunt exercise that you can do with another student. This will allow you to get more acquainted with the TRC, also to know what we offer, our services, and other unique things about us, all right? My contact information, my name is Laquanda Oyame. My email is ltonyeme@uncg.edu. Here's my number and the location. Please feel free to visit me. I look forward to seeing and speaking with you soon. Thank you so much for taking time out your day to listen to this lecture, and I hope that it has helped you. And I look forward to seeing you at the TRC. Have a great day.